Hi friends, I wanted to do an update from what happened when I went to see the doctor. So, nodule, all that stuff, hiatal hernia, small one. So I go to the doctor and I talk to her about all this stuff, and she says she's not worried about the nodule. She said that a lot of people walk around with them and they go away. She's like, we'll keep an eye on it, of course. And that I was like, why didn't they ever tell me about this before? And she said, well, each technician has their own category to follow, but it's clearly there. Like, she showed me the scans and where it was, and then she's like, yes, so it's there. We'll keep an eye on it. It's staying stable. Um, your scans look great. Your blood works fantastic. And I was like, oh, cool. Um, so the hiatal hernia, the small one, she didn't bring that up, but I went and looked up all kinds of stuff and what I could do for it on my own. And of course, there are breathing exercises that are a big help, and some PT people that were talking about how to actually get it to come back down. And it made a difference because I was having a little bit of acid reflux, and I never was like, well, why am I getting this all of a sudden? And that was why. And I literally do these jumps that they have you specifically do, and it was like pulling my stomach down. And then I don't have the acid reflux no more, so I was happy about that. So then we got into the discussion, about the whole weight thing. And it wasn't my doctor that I was talking to. It was actually the research nurse, because it's like, I want to know, why, what path is this drug taking? And she said, we don't think that it's like crizotinib anymore. We think it's more like lorlatinib, where it causes the weight gain, and that it's just going to be massively harder for you to lose weight. You would have to double down on everything that you do. And I'm like, I can't do any more exercise, because if I do that, I can cause injury, because I do a lot of exercises and yoga and different things throughout the day, literally all day. That is what I do. It's like I'll sit down and then I'm doing exercises, and I get up and I'm doing exercises and I'm doing other stuff. So it's like I'm constantly moving, and I'm sitting there going, how could I do any more? And I told her, I said, and she's like, oh, to change the diet. And I'm like I've said for the 10 millionth time, I eat whole foods. There is nothing in my diet to change. I said, I have tracked every bit of morsel that has gone into my freaking face. And one point I was getting such little calories that it was not good. That would cause a problem. So now I get a normal amount of calories, and I'm not overeating. I don't overeat. It's like, I don't, I told her, I said, that part I can't do anything else with. I really can't. I eat very well. I said, whole foods. I don't eat junk. There's nothing to change in that. And she's like, well, then it would be the exercise part. And I'm like, oh. I said, but I do a lot of that. She says, well, she's like, it's all to help. You would lose weight slowly, but you're going to have to deal with your new normal. She goes, because it's better than the alternative. I'm like, okay, great. So my brain, I came home and I'm like, this sucks. But yes, I understand the concept of, I'm grateful to still be here because of this medication that I'm taking. And it's just that I function better when I'm lighter. When I was losing weight, it was like, it helped with my breathing. It helped with me being able to do more stuff physically, like going for longer walks again, and all that was less taxing on my lung that I'm missing a part of, And I was just a little bummed out about that, but other than that, that's really good news. So, but some other good news. Dana goes to the doctor yesterday. We finally meet his new doctor, and very interesting lady. I love her bright colors, amazing clothes, fabulous. But she wants to push a lot of meds and the new Ozempic pen and all this stuff. And I'm like, wow. And Dana's sitting there going, nope, nope, nope. So we're telling her what we're doing. And I was like, are we going to find out if he's type 1 or type 2? Because his brother's type 1. We need to know this. And she's like, no, we're going to do the initial thing. We're going to go with the initial part, and that's what we're going to do. And I'm like, okay. So she wants him on metformin and all the stuff. But he's changed his diet. Sunday will be 3 weeks for the diet change. Because the Saturday was the day we found out. But then Sunday was a complete diet change. And that's how he's been. His blood sugar yesterday was 102. That's in normal range. There is no reason to take medication when he's correcting the problem. Now, if he wasn't correcting the problem and he continued to eat the SAD diet, which is the standard American diet, then he would have issues and have to take metformin twice a day, like she said, at lunch and I think dinner, she was saying. But, and still have to do that. So with his blood sugar correcting itself, that tells me that he is more than likely type 2, but I don't know, because this stuff runs in the family. And, but diet alone, he is eating like I eat. He's losing weight, and he brought his sugar down to normal range, all by changing his diet. It's insane what the body can do when given the right environment. And I know it's not on all cases, like not all diabetes is the same. Like I said, type 1 is something totally different. So if he had that, doing a diet change like this probably wouldn't make much of a difference because it's more of an insulin issue rather than just from eating poorly for so long. But I am so freaking thrilled that his blood sugar was 102. Like, that's crazy. So, he's been exercising and doing all that. So he's doing really well. He's actually following this from a guy who used to have 6 monsters a frickin' day because he absolutely needed it, to having zero monsters in a day, to having snack cakes like crazy, eating those like they're nothing, and that'd be like on top of food that he would eat. And then none of those, no more sugary stuff, nothing. His sugar is his favorite thing, which is the berries that he eats. So I'm awesomely happy. I'm like beside myself when it comes to that. So it makes me feel good that he's able to do that. But he's not thrilled about all the other testing because he's gone so long without having a physical and all this stuff. So she's like cramming everything in there. I like her, but at the same time, it's like I don't like when they just push pills. I don't. You know what I mean? And the diet that they had recommended, which they want him to go do a whole diabetes class, is something that I would not feed somebody who's a diabetic. You don't freaking eat oatmeal. You don't eat bread. You don't eat oranges and stuff like that. You have to find your nutrients from other sources when it comes to vitamin C, which broccoli is one of the better ones. But having bread and oatmeal will skyrocket your sugar through the freaking roof. And that's the majority of people. Some people can handle carbohydrates better, but when you have obvious disruption for so long, then it takes a while to heal. I mean, actually, it's not even that long. It's only been 3 weeks. Like, if you really think about it, it's going to be 3 weeks this Sunday. He's lost 5 pounds in 2 weeks, which I think is pretty damn good. But I won't weigh him again until Monday, so we'll see what happens at that point. But now he's lifting weights and doing all that stuff, so he might not lose so much in poundage. He might lose more just inches, which is good for him too, because that's what he wants. He wants to be his old self again. But in a good way, without the sugary snacks. All right, everybody. Wanted to give you the update. Love you guys. Bye.